AA, see you in church. I just saw a video today and it made me think. It was about brushes. She was given a set of brand new brushes and she didn't compare them until the ending. And this is how she compared them. I understand. Yes, first she tried them out and she said, well, I like this one. I like the way it feels, but I'm not going to use it for what they say and everything. And I'm listening to that, but we're not getting, we're not, um, we're not getting what the reality is. I'm going to name somebody, and I don't know if you like them or whoever, but that's beside the point. The point is the way she introduced it. That's Tati's. She introduced the product is that she went and got this one. Then she went and got and she laid out her stuff and she got a comparison and she put all the comparisons to together. Well, these ones are the same, and I use this one all the time. So she puts that one with that and that and that. And she did that with her friend. And I was like, okay, well, that's going to be biased. We know she's going to do that. But then when we saw what she put there, it was sort of, okay, you're really going to do that. And she put Marc Jacobs brushes next to, you know who, Jeffree Star brushes. And she compared them. She used them. She saw she liked them. She compared them. She did one side of her face with this brush, which is the Jeffree, the other side of the face with the other brush. And she did a real comparison. This is so and so side, this is Jeffree's side. And she found a lot of times that she loved Jeffree's brushes. And she goes over and she got to the Marc Jacobs brush against Jeffree. So she does Jeffree's side, she does Marc Jacobs side, and with that brush, and she loved the Marc Jacob brush a little more. She says, yes, Jeffree's is very good, but I like this one. She says, but this one does really well. And then she said, this one costed me $125. Jeffree's part of a set that I think it was, what was the set? I think it was $60 the set of brushes, you know, the one in the clear package. This pink one, everybody's like, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, I said, yes, you get the handle like that you're used to. But the reality is, you get the extension on the other, and the pomp and circumstances on the other one. So, uh, but she used them. That's the thing I liked. She used them to compare. These are my regular stuff, and these compare. She even put a Murphy brush against a Murphy Jeffree brush, and she ended up liking the Jeffree brush. And I'm like, wait a minute. But you see, everybody says this, and then afterwards, you have to think, The answer's no. Aren't they the same brushes? Well, if she ended up liking the other one more, then they can't be exactly the same because the other one is better. And I thought about that. Would Jeffrey just let them put his name on a pile of brushes? And as I thought about it, no. And you can even tell that with the brand new um, mist that he got, the facial mist, the setting spray. You put the spray on, set your face, boom, there you go. You got your face set. But then everybody said, well, it feels more like it's feeding your skin at the same time. And they were saying there was a difference. And I've seen several different people go over with the Murphy regular spray and go with the Jeffrey. And they said there is a difference. The sprayer is better. And that's the thing. Jeffrey is going to make a better product. He's going to change it. And he did. It's more moisturizing. It's more, the mister's better. And you got that. So that's what I liked. When she uses a product, she puts that, and she tests it against each other. She loves it. She'll say that. She don't like it. Like when she said, I do like Jeffrey's, but I like my... And then she gave you the price. Now, I'm going to go with Jeffrey because I'm not going to pay $150 for a damn brush. I'm like, oh no. No, 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 no. I'm not paying that kind of money for a brush. And that's the reality. You're getting good product at a lower price. Jeffrey has higher price items, like colors that people say, oh well, I'm not going to use that because the color's black. And I listen, and what I would say is, okay, you don't like sparkle, like the black highlighter. I think that'd be awesome. What you do is you just dust, and it's a darker color, but it's not going to tone your whole face down. What it's going to do, it's going to put a little bit of glisten and give you a highlight. But that's the product. You have to know what you're looking for. I guess the only reason I know this that is because I used to be a goth. And a lot of people are like, when I was a goth, they used to say, you're not a goth. And I'm saying, look, I like the same thing you do. I'm just not going to take an hour to put white paint on my face and let it go at that. And my friend, she would say, it doesn't take me an hour to just... I said, yeah, because you look like a clown. And she got so mad. And I said, now let's do this. And I took her to the back. She did that. And we did this with a little bit of touch of the gray or the black. And we did and did and did. There's your highlights. There's this. You could use this. And afterwards, she was like, oh, this is so cool. And then it became part of her regular. But see, that's the reality. When you know what you're doing, when you're willing to help your friends, and you know, and you got the stuff. Now with Jeffrey making all these products that you wouldn't normally use available, guess what? There you go. But that's up to you. And that's what I like. I like to know what the product is going to go against. If you're just showing me stuff that don't tell me anything, even though you showed me, okay, this did this, okay, well, we thought it would do that, but how did it work properly? And that's my point. That's what I want to hear. I want to hear the difference between your regular and the new. Yes, some things you'll use a couple of times and it's going to make it softer and make it easier. But you have to remember, if you clean it a certain way, this is either going to get harder or it'll stay soft if it's really soft. If you put, like, if you're going to put the some people are using Dove soap with a little bit of olive oil, and they're going like this, and they're going and going and going on their pad to clean it. And as the water rinses it through and you get all that off. But you have to remember, the olive oil is conditioning this, because a lot of people are, you got real hair. It's squirrel hair, it's muskrat hair, whatever hair. But you got to remember that that's what that is. It's like your own hair. Like if you had really soft hair and we went and we put it on a brush, you still have to treat it like real hair and condition it to keep it working the way it does. Hint, hint, hint. But the reality is, you still have to clean them. And if you have the money to just be throwing them away after you use them and everything, well, okay. But the point is that that's the reality. You got good products, you take care of them. And you want to know if the product is good before you buy it, and that's why you're watching that show. I know it's mostly a makeup show, but I wanted to know more if I was going to go and even look at that product. Is it worth it to even think about, ooh, look at the price? You know what I mean? Anyway, I mean, we want that kind of information. I guess no, I don't see many people doing that except for Tati. She's done where she puts one face this side and this one another side with even skincare products. Expensive um, drugstore. She's done that. And I enjoy seeing those because she's saying, well, this is the dupe side and this is the expensive luxury. And sometimes she finds that the luxury doesn't equal the dupe side, supposedly dupe side. But I find those more interesting than just, I tried on this foundation, because last week, well, last month, all those foundations, that's all it was. Every single person. 5 days of foundation, snore, snore, and another snore. At the point near the middle of the whole thing, I didn't care. I really didn't. I didn't want to hear another thing about foundation. But that's the reality. Oh, Coca-Cola shirt. Love it, love, love, love. Comfortable like crazy. Anyway, let me know what you think. Don't forget to subscribe. Go boop. Put the hand up. I always do it at the beginning because I have the tendency to forget everything. That's the way I am now. And leave a message. Give me your point of view. Do you want them to show you like I do? Or is it okay just to say, these are good? Or hold something next to something and say, well, Look, they're similar. To me, they're not. Do you see a difference? See what I'm saying? Well, if I hold it like this one looks fluffier. If I hold it next to each other, they're almost the same. And that was my point I was trying to get. But anyway, leave a message. Let me know which you want to talk about or how you felt about what I said and everything. And AA, see you in church.